Hi, I'm Vivi from Octopus Network, and this is 26 Questions with Octopus.
Hey you guys, to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, we're doing a special giveaway of MEXC tokens. All you need to do is use the QR code that you see on your screen or the link down below in the description to sign up with MEXC and then trade some MEXC tokens between March 14th to March 20th. We will then choose the lucky 20 winners and distribute 20 MEXC tokens to each. And as always, don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button. Enjoy the video. Hey Vivi, glad to have you on the show today. How are you doing?
Hi, Mark. I'm great. Thank you for having me. How are you?
Yep, doing fine. I was waiting for this interview for quite a while, and I'm glad that we're actually here today to discuss Octopus Network, an amazing project that I believe a lot of people would be interested in. And speaking of which, we have questions from our community that they're waiting for you to address. So whenever you're ready, we can just go ahead and hit them off one by one.
Great, I'm ready. And thank you for all these questions from our dear friends from the community.
Okay, starting off with question number one. How did the whole idea of the Octopus Network come about?
Or started with our founder, Louis Liu, who's a veteran developer. And he believes that the future of crypto likes the more use cases and multi-chain. So he started a project called CDOT with his developer friends, now focusing on cross-chain interoperability by servicing projects including Flow, Oasis, and Chainlink. CDOT has become one of the world's best projects in the cross-chain space. Now, Octopus Network was born out of CDOT when Louis decided to work closely with Near Protocol and became an indispensable infrastructure for Web3 projects in the Near ecosystem and beyond.
Awesome. Yes, thank you for that introduction. Can you tell us a bit about the team behind Octopus?
Absolutely. We have an all-star team, starting from our hardcore developers as founders, Louis Liu, Sun Yunchao, and Mike Tang. They are one of the most respected developers in China, I would say. Now, just to name a few things they've done, Louis, who's also a knowledgeable Web3 researcher, and together with a core team, they've trained the first batch of substrate developers in the region. Mike co-founded Rusk.cc, which is the biggest Rust development company in China, and organizes RustCon, one of the biggest developer conferences in the region. We also have a brilliant team of global talents. Our head of marketing, Aaron, he's a crypto OG and a popular influencer in Southeast Asia. He's now based in Dubai. And we also have our tech lead, Sheldon, based in the US, and he's a brilliant developer as well. And Zan is editor based in Japan. Myself as a partner based between Silicon Valley and China. I'm a TV personality turned crypto personality, also a big advocate on Web3. I'm focusing on media strategy and storytelling. We also have the rest of the team coming from all around the world.
Yeah, thank you for giving a brief introduction about the team members. It looks like you have a solid team behind you, and you guys look very profound in what you're doing. Okay, great. Moving on with the next question from the community. Question number 3. How does Octopus help usher in Web 3.0?
So Web 3 needs applications, but currently in the space, adoption and use cases are still lacking. And that is how Octopus comes in. Octopus is a brand new multi-chain network born to bootstrap and run app chains, as we believe that app chains are crucial for the success of Web 3. Now, having one specific blockchain for one app can help solve the bad user experience problems, which is one of the biggest pain points hindering mainstream adoption. So providing flexible, leashed security, out-the-box interoperability, one-stop infrastructure, and a supportive community, Octopus is solving the bottleneck issues for building Web 3.
Nice. Yes, very well. Question number 4. Is Octopus Network a local project or a global project? Is there a plan to create local communities in various languages to let them understand Octopus Network in a better way?
Well, in the world of Web3, we really bring down barriers, be it countries, genders, or backgrounds. So Octopus Network was originally founded in China, but it's truly global. As I told you before, our team came from all around the world, and we do intend to be more connected with our communities, no matter where you are. And that is why we keep growing. Right now, we have Telegram channels in 9 languages, including English, Spanish, French, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Russian, Vietnamese, and Thai. And we also have a fast expanding ambassador program and substrate developer training program in several regions around the world, including China, India, Vietnam, and Dubai. So we continue to expand our substrate developer training country by country. So our colleagues just, attended Istanbul, contributing to the developer communities in North America. So we invite and we also welcome anyone who's interested in Octopus or Web3 to join us.
That's very well. Okay, great. Question number 5. An octopus has 8 legs. Does that mean there's 8 main functions or targets that you want to achieve? Speaking of which, I actually see you have a little baby octopus toy right behind you.
And you know what? Vitalik picked up our toy during Istanbul. Just a little story. Yeah. So whoever asked the question, you are smart to associate functionality with Octopus. The idea is great. Unfortunately, the answer is no. It doesn't mean that we have 8 main functions, but it does mean that we are decentralized and intelligent like the Octopus. So the Octopus Network connects with each app chain, empowering them with security, infrastructure, interoperability, and so much more. And yet, each app chain also enjoys independence and has its own decision-making power. So as a whole, all members benefit from significant network effects and economy of scale. So that's exactly what we want to achieve, creating the next generation of Internet of Blockchain.
Solid. Question number 6. What layer technology the Octopus Protocol use and what kind of innovation does it bring to the ecosystem? Which are its strengths and which are the size that need to be developed?
Well, let me clarify. Octopus does not have its own blockchain. Rather, it's a set of smart contracts that live on the near blockchain. So as a whole, it's also known as Octopus Relay. So let me tell you how it works and why it's so innovative. We have a two-sided markets here with 2 main actors. I would say validator and delegator. So the app chains will pay for security of their applications with their native tokens to a set of validator nodes. Now, validators stake our tokens OCT to run a node, and delegators delegate OCT to their choice of validators. And app chains can decide the amount of security they need so that they don't have to pay for too much security for their use case. So to sum up, Octopus makes building app chains more affordable, scalable, interoperable, and user-friendly on the near protocol and beyond.
Fantastic. Question number 7. What is the difference or major differences between app chains and smart contracts? It's great that you clarify that Octopus does not have its own blockchain, but yeah, this is actually a very good question from one of the users because some people may be confused regarding the app chains and smart contracts in specific.
Definitely a great question. So there are quite a lot of differences. I would name 3 major ones. Now, first, app chains are more flexible. Unlike a smart contract, app chains allow developers to customize their applications in terms of governance structure, tokenomics design, even its underlying consensus algorithm, mostly thanks to Substrate. Now, second, app chains can evolve quickly with legitimacy. Therefore, it's much easier for an app chain to reach an agreement on protocol upgrades, for example, than with smart contracts. So that means projects built on app chains have much better user experience compared to smart contracts. Now, last but not least, cost is definitely an important element too. With Octopus help, it will further reduce the cost of running app chains from millions of dollars to only fractions of that cost. And that is how Octopus Network helps Web3 to happen faster.
Very well, thank you. Okay, question number 8. Octopus Network is L2 on Near that provides something like an EVM for Polkadot projects like Aurora is an EVM for Ethereum. Is it correct?
Well, no, it's not correct. Like I said earlier, Octopus does not have its own blockchain. Rather, it's a set of smart contracts that live within the Octopus Relay on the Near blockchain. So you can think of the Octopus Network as the link between the Near protocol and app chains. So the Octopus Relay enables app chains interoperability with various layer 1 protocols, including Near and also Ethereum through the Rainbow Bridge. And also additionally, app chains can utilize an out-of-box IBC palette to connect with any IBC-enabled blockchains, such as Cosmos or Polkadot directly.
All right, next question. What's the next app chain that's going to be built on Octopus?
Well, right now we have two projects, DIP and Unique One Network. They are both going through audits at roughly the same time. So that means we'll see which project will be selected as the next app chain from the voting of the Octopus ecosystem.
Next question. Question number 10. What is the cost of setting up an app chain on Octopus? And why is Octopus a better choice over Polkadot?
Great question too. Now, the answer might surprise you. Setting up an app chain on Octopus is free. Now, not only free, our whole ecosystem is offering huge support for app chain teams, which includes not only funding, but also trainings and support in community building and marketing, because we consider app chains as one of the most crucial parts of the ecosystem. So if you're building a Web3 app, please listen up. The Octopus Accelerator hosts a batch of 8-week program each quarter for app chain candidates. You may go to our website for more details and apply. So you don't want to really miss it. Now, why Octopus is a better choice over Polkadot? Well, I wouldn't say which one is better, Mark, it's like dating, it's always a matter of compatibility. So one obvious reason is the cost. Building on Polkadot is much more expensive than Octopus, largely because all of these projects share the security cost on a generic parachain. But with Octopus, the cost of an app chain to bootstrap is much lower, as app chains can lease the level of security they need at the market price anytime. So that really brings down the cost drastically. Now, the other reason is Octopus offers much more functionality than Polkadot because, it goes back to the fundamental difference in design. Now, Polkadot practices minimalism, while at Octopus, we believe in Fed Hub. And that means the hub, the Near blockchain in our case, has a lot of protocols and assets for app chains to utilize. So also to be clear, the Octopus network was not designed to compete with Polkadot, nor with Cosmos. We see every ecosystem not as a competitor, but as a collaborator. So because after all, we are all aiming to empower Web3 applications together.
Right, and I actually was showing some of the app chains on the mainnet that you have. What I did for everyone who's watching, just went here on network, clicked here on the mainnet, and you can guys see the two running app chains that Vivi was referring to, and also the accelerator program, right? So that you can apply in spring 2022. It is also available on the website right here. You can just click on the accelerator button and find out more information about the accelerator program. Okay, yes, thank you so much for sharing that, Vivi. Now let's move on with the next question. Question number 11 from the community. Does Octopus plan to implement tournaments that could also be streamed on platforms like Twitch for the games that got incubated already?
Well, I think it's possible. I envision our gaming app chains would do something like that in the near future. Now, right now, the Octopus Network is capable of hosting app chains in substrate with EVM capabilities. Now, our first GameFi app chain candidates, a Torchar protocol, recently received a grant from the Near Foundation. So a lot of activities and actions are underway. So please stay tuned.
And you guys can check out the links down below in the description. We will drop all of the links, all of the socials for the Octopus Network, so you can stay up to date with all of the events and not miss out on the recent updates. Alrighty, question number 12. Do you have a plan to create a single staking for Oct tokens for holders who don't have 500, 1,000, 10,000 Oct to delegate to the validator? Is it possible to do it in a collaboration with MEXC?
Well, we're listening to the voices of community, and we recently decreased delegator staking from 1,000 OCT to 500 OCT at the request of the community. And the plan is to further decrease the threshold and engage more people with Octopus tokenomics. Now, in terms of collaborations, we're always open for ecosystem partnerships and collaborations.
Very well. For a startup project, developers play a very important role. To become the next generation cross-chain Oracle solutions, it needs better faster, accurate, and more secure. Can you brief us how Octopus overcomes challenges to achieve all of these functions?
A small correction before I answer your question. We are not an oracle. But you are right about the fact that developers play a crucial role in building what we do. And like I told you earlier, we have one of the best developer teams in the world. When our team was still with CDOT, we won the Cosmos grant for building Substrate IBC. And then when Octopus was born, we won the NEAR grant for our solid technology and innovative design. And we received fundings from one of the most prestigious crypto funds in the world, such as Digital Currency Group. So you can see we've really come a long way, overcoming many challenges, and we'll keep going, continue to drive the Web3 revolution.
Very well. Okay, another question that probably needs clarification from you, because there may be some ambiguity and people are confused, but it's a good one to address and bring some clarity. So given that your game will be built to have 3D features on it, can your game be integrated with VR or virtual reality mechanisms? Is this feature included in your future game development? Some people assume that you are a gaming project.
That's right. And thank you for the question. Also, Mark, you're right. We need some clarification here. So to be clear, Octopus Network is not a game, but we can host gaming app chains using Substrate with optional EVM functionality. So that means app chain developers both in Substrate and Solidity could decide and build whatever features they like on Octopus Network. I bet there will be games in our ecosystem that would integrate VR technologies or any other cutting-edge technologies.
Very well. Thank you for clarifying that, Vivi. Question number 15. The Octopus ecosystem is still in the early stages and is full of opportunities thanks to GameFi taking over the blockchain. So how can players and investors participate in Octopus ecosystem?
We are early, but it's full of potentials in the Octopus ecosystem. So if you're a builder or a developer, you could join our accelerator program, like Mark showed you earlier, to get the training and funding to build an app chain on Octopus. And if you are an investor, you could buy OCT tokens in the secondary markets, including MEXC, and then also to participate in the staking to be the validator in the ecosystem. You could also join our community as a volunteer or ambassador. Just so many ways to be part of us, and you are always welcome here.
Okay, question number 16. Partners are very important for the project, especially in the long term. Can you please list some of the partnerships for Octopus?
We are very grateful for our partners in the whole crypto ecosystem. So the list is long. You could check out our website for more details. Now I'm going to name a few, such as NEAR Protocol and the NEAR Foundation, Digital Currency Group, Refinance, Chainlink, for B Incubator, Cosmos, Flow, the Oasis Foundation, Solana, A-Star, and our app chains and app chain candidates, and so much more. We're really happy to be building and serving the ecosystem together.
Yep. In addition to that, you have backers right here, a list that you guys who are viewing can check it out. Also, you have ambassadors right here and a list of advisors. So it's not only about partners, but you have a whole community of people backing you up on a different level and in different forms of partnership. Okay, cool. So moving on with the next question. Question number 17. How can I become a validator on the Octopus Network? What is the minimum OCT I should hold? And can you please mention what benefits I will get as a validator?
Definitely. As a validator, you will need to stake a minimum of 10,000 OCT tokens. In terms of benefits, validators run nodes for app chains. And in return, you will get the block rewards from app chains in their native tokens. And since delegators can also entrust their OCT tokens to a validator node and do staking, so the validator can also get 20% of the delegator's income as a commission.
Question number 18. ETH blockchain is having good transaction speed and high gas fees. Are you planning to launch your mainnet or switch to other blockchains in the future?
Well, we already launched our mainnet on October the 8th last year on Near Protocol, and we have no plans to switch any other blockchains in the foreseeable future, as we really share the common vision and consensus with Near and have a deep and mutually beneficial relationship with Near ecosystem. While deeply rooted in Near, we are interoperable with any other blockchains. For example, our app chains could interoperate with Ethereum via Near's Rainbow Bridge, and they could also interoperate with Polkadot or Cosmos via IBC.
Moving on, question number 19. What are your top priorities in 2022? Could you share some plans for the upcoming year, and which part of the project are you most focused on right now?
Our priority has always been to serve the app chains so that we could help make Web3 happen faster. So launching app chains is our primary focus. Without app chains, the entire crypto ecosystem is not going to work, in our opinion. So envision thousands of blockchains in the future, many of them building on substrate, and most of them would be application specific. But look at the reality, they have very little chance of securing a parachain slot with Polkadot, or bootstrapping a Cosmos zone, or scaling to an autonomous blockchain. So that is our mission, to help them to build and run on Octopus with lower cost and more efficiency. So Octopus Network app chains also EVM compatible. So we also focus on getting projects in Solidity to join us as an app chain. The like you mentioned, like the Octopus Accelerator program is also a very important part in providing us with app chain candidates. So due to the time limit, I won't go into details about everything, but we'll have a great year ahead.
Yep, and you guys who are watching can go to Octopus Network and you can check out the roadmap and you see for the plans for 2022. Okay, great. And the last question, Vivi, that the community has for you today is question number 20. When can we expect Oct to list on other exchanges?
We believe that as long as we keep building our project and growing our community and ecosystem, the value of our tokens will grow with it. So the listing on other top crypto exchanges would be something that will happen naturally. If you are watching this and you also share our vision, just stay with us. When we have news on our new listings, we'll announce it on our website and social media. So stay tuned. And thank you so much for your support.
Yep. Alrighty, that wraps it up, the 20 questions from the community to you. Guys, if you saw your question on the screen, that means you are the lucky winner and you can claim your reward by following the instructions down in the description box. Vivi, now it is your turn to ask your 6 questions back to the community so they can earn additional rewards whenever you are ready.
Okay, I'm ready. So are you ready? Okay, the first question. Which types of blockchains does Octopus Network help to bootstrap and run? Okay, the second question, which layer 1 protocol is Octopus Network built on? Okay, number 3, please name at least one of the app chains that are built or plan to build on Octopus Network. Okay, number 4, what's the token for Octopus Network? Number 5, what's the core component of Octopus Network on Near Protocol? Number 6, how many app chain projects will the Octopus Foundation directly fund each year through the Octopus Accelerator program?
Thank you, Vivi, for your questions. Guys, if you feel like earning additional rewards, make sure you do your research and reply down below in the comments. Based on your reply, we will select the lucky winners. That wraps it up pretty much for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, and of course, share this video. Vivi, thank you so much for coming to the interview today. It's a great project. It's a very nice idea. I believe that it will bear a lot of success in the future. And yeah, I hope that we can reconnect sometimes in the future and do this again.
Thank you so much, Mark. And thank you everybody for watching this. Hope to see you again soon.